we got some secret content coming out on a new channel called Mini Minds that will eventually be made or created, and I hope you guys enjoy that because we had a of a time. It wasn't that hard. No, but we had like a really fun time. It was recording it, so I hope it comes off as funny as it was fun to make.
Oh yes.
So how's the week? How's the week, boys? You guys have a good week?
It's been a hot, sweaty week.
Oh, it has been hot and sweaty. Week. I woke up this morning. When I went outside at 7 a.m., it was hot. And I was like, oh, sakes. I just knew it was going to be a shit day. Holy. I just went off about how much fun I had. I've been hanging out with you guys all day. I knew today was going to be
shitty.
But no, then I had to drive an hour into the city.
Yeah.
No AC in the car. Pick up Brandon, drive through the city. It was disgusting. It was too hot. I hated it.
We played Black Ops 4 for it was like almost 2 hours last night.
This was a hilarious story because I just find it crazy how it happened. I got sick from heat stroke yesterday, threw up, passed out at like 8 p.m. Then I woke up at midnight and I was like, oh, fuck, go back to bed. And I tried and I slept until 1. Woke up, see a bunch of texts from Forrest. And he's like, hey, how's it going, guys?
No one.
Guys, you streaming tonight? Then he's like, I guess I missed it. Then I wake up, I'm like, yeah, I guess we did miss it. Like, holy shit. Then he was like, so what's up? And I said nothing. Then I just made a joke. You still want to stream? And he's like, yeah, fine. Let's do it. We jump on at like 1:30 in the morning.
Like 1:30 in the morning.
We played Black Ops 4 and we just hang out. And it was a good stream. I had 20 unique viewers.
Oh, you guys streamed it. Wow.
Yeah, I had 20 unique viewers.
Would that be your guys' latest stream? Like latest? You know what I mean? The most midnight stream in a way.
No, because we used to.
Did you guys stream?
There was somewhere I worked overtime, came home, and we streamed after that.
We used to.
So it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like you were there.
Really? Wow.
Bastard.
Really? I was there.
Wow, really?
That's been a problem for me lately is sleeping or going to bed at like 2, 3 in the morning and then waking up at like fucking 11 or 12. Like it's just, I hate it. I fucking hate it. I want to go to bed at like 11, the latest, wake up at like 8.
It does feel like the day's gone.
Yeah, it's like horrible feeling.
Well, actually, it's weird though now. It's like when you wake up at noon, there's still fucking 10 hours that the sun's going to be up, which is insane. Like think about that. If you wake up, the sun rises at 5:30 a.m.
What's absurd is like when it's winter and the sun goes down at 7 or 6.
Yeah.
And you wake up at 12. You got like no hours of sunlight.
Like the sun is up at like 8 a.m. and then it's gone at 4. Like,
yeah, because we were like watching movies like camping or whatever last year, and it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and we're like kind of getting tired a bit, but it's still light out, and we're like, what the fuck? We're trying to watch a movie here.
I know.
When did we go camping?
July 29th.
It was July? Fuck, I remember it was cold at night. I think it got down to like 10 degrees.
It was.
I was fucking ice cold. Holy shit.
Matt, are you guys excited for Deadpool and Wolverine?
I'm talking in the third person. I'm very excited. July 25th, we get to go on the early show.
So by next week, I mean, what am I saying?
Yeah,
next week we'll be seeing it.
Well, they'll have our thoughts already on it.
We would have seen it by now by the time you've watched.
Right, because this comes out Monday after.
Yeah, so what we're doing, well, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. But
are we doing a special little review that's going to come out?
What we're doing is that we're going to go watch it. I'm going to come back here. We're going to record the podcast.
Okay, so by the time you're listening to this, you've already seen a review.
Yes, and then what we're going to do is that we're going to record the podcast and then we'll get a compressed version of the review out right away.
Yep.
So that we can try to jump on that shit. Which they're making a sequel to Detective Pikachu. I love that fucking movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, no, I liked it. It seems like I just came and went.
Honestly, the human acting sucked. Like,
you know, it's funny you say that because the friend of the main character,
the girl, right?
She plays an Ant-Man, and she's said to be one of the worst actresses in Ant-Man.
Yeah, and it sucked. And I was like, oh shit. I think her name's Catherine Newton, and I'm sorry. I know it's your profession, and I'm sorry that I have to shit on somebody, but it wasn't good. I didn't like her acting in Detective Pikachu, and I heard she wasn't good in that. So it's like
the other guy though. I liked him in Dungeons and Dragons. Good job.
Dungeons and Dragons surprisingly fucking good.
Unfortunately,
really fucking good.
because good movie.
I only
I'll watch it on
remember the
streaming
Pokemon
later.
and Detective Pikachu. I don't remember any of the characters at all.
Yeah, but hey, they were the stars. But well,
Realistic
actually, Ken Watanabe, he played like a detective in there. One of the greatest fucking Japanese actors I know. Do you remember in Godzilla King of the Monsters? He was the guy who's like really horny for Godzilla. He's like,
That's
I don't know if I remember.
he's like, oh, we have to keep
fight.
like whatever somebody said. It was just like they're like, we have to stop it, and he's like, we gotta trust Godzilla. It's like he
I
couldn't
know.
go a sentence without fucking
He's the
being
protector.
horny for Godzilla.
So do you think we're gonna get the best like popcorn buckets of all time for Deadpool and Wolverine?
Well, we don't even know if those are going to be at our theater.
I know,
Which is scary.
I'm really hoping they are. Like, I'm ready to like
you
order
gonna get
one.
both?
Yeah, I have to.
I am
Are
all
you gonna make him
for.
kiss?
I am all for this popcorn bucket craze, and I need every bucket before they stop this. Because the Alien Romulus bucket, weird looking, but I want it. It's a reference actually to Alien versus Predator. I
It
think.
doesn't
where
look like it holds a lot of popcorn though.
I'm wondering what the inside looks like because you're going to reach in like this and grab the
So
popcorn.
horny for it.
Yeah. No, it's a reference to Alien vs. Predator where there's a scene where the main character wears alien head like a sword or a shield.
Oh yeah.
She like puts her hand inside the head like this through the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. I want that bucket too.
You
I
know-
showed it last week actually.
Speaking
I
of
think.
that, you know, it was one of the dumbest fucking decisions ever.
Yes.
The first Alien vs. Predator movie is PG-13. That's
Oh, yeah.
so
Yeah, yeah.
fucking dumb. They're both R-rated franchises, and then you put them together and you make it PG-13. It should have been the
Yes.
biggest bloodbath. But the sequel Requiem was rated R.
Ooh, I didn't know there's a sequel. I don't know what that was about.
Also, just because we were talking about like Pokemon and that, did you hear about the new sport that might be at the Olympics?
Is there a new sport? What is it?
like dueling?
Beyblade.
Beyblade.
Oh,
The fuck?
Beyblade.
yes.
Okay, I will have to say, if the Olympics start, the lights go out, and then you hear "Let her rip," and they play like the Beyblade theme song. Holy fuck! That would be so sweet.
Beyblade.
Let's get ready to Beyblade Olympics. Does a
Are there
story come out?
strategies for that though? In terms of how you could, like, I feel like it's all by chance in terms of how you.
Depends on what
I don't even
spirit you
care.
have inside your Beyblade.
I could be an Olympic athlete.
No.
Oh,
wow,
man.
there's actually an like there is a push to make this an official sport at the Olympics.
Isn't that insane? Like, let's get it done. Let's.
Man.
But I was wondering, like, is it going to be like a Robot Wars thing? Is there going to be like, is it somebody who creates the Beyblades and it's going to be like motorized and it's going to be like more intense?
Yeah. I need like I need it. That
Right?
If you want me to watch your Olympics. Also, yeah, this is another thing somebody
Put it
brought
last
up.
minute.
Put regular people in the Olympics to see how good, just to compare how good
Yeah.
like the regular person is to everybody else. I'm all for that.
All I know is that we're gonna have to get to the movie theater early. Well, not I don't know about early. I don't know. I just in terms of them handing out shit, if they do have it, it's probably gonna go fast.
What times are showing it?
That I'm not sure.
Well,
Should actually make sure.
We'll plan it out and we'll make sure that we go early because yeah, we got to get popcorn bucket. Well, we should just literally phone the fucking theater and ask them if they're getting the popcorn buckets because
I will
then we
be
can
getting
compare.
them either at the theater or on eBay.
Well, like I'll go the day before if I have to. Just like if they put them out a day or two beforehand, just to make sure I have one, and then I'll fucking bring it.
I don't think they would.
They have. I've for not these buckets, obviously, but like just whenever they're promoting a new movie, they'll have like the new bucket or the new cups, whatever, like a couple days beforehand.
You love the cups. You got a lot of cups.
Oh yeah,
We have a lot of
I've
cups.
it's gotten to the point where I don't even collect them anymore.
But it's funny enough, you know how we're talking about the Beyblade petition, right?
Oh, yes.
There is another petition.
Oh, I'm
and this
just-
one is fucking dumb.
Oh.
Okay, you've heard of fire ants, right? Okay, so
Scary.
supposedly fire ants have a lot of different names.
Okay.
There's red ants, fire ants, like chili ants, like a bunch of fucking names for these ants. And people are upset. They're upset. They're like, we gotta get one name for these things. So there's a petition to change the name to Spicy Boys.
Wow.
A lot of signatures.
That's so
You know what? I'd love that. That sounds great.
to change
Got some
Spicy boys.
boys.
The problem is that's going to be outdated in like 10 years. And it's going to be like,
Yeah,
what the
it's such
fuck?
a
Why'd
now
you call
thing.
it that?
Look at those
Spicy boys.
boys.
That makes them like fun, not scary.
Fire ants makes it sound like a Pokemon though, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Like water
No,
ants.
it doesn't.
Kind of.
Fire
When fucking Pokemon can be called Spicy Boys.
Fire type. I don't know.
Spicy
Fire
Boys.
type. You know, I love.
Cyndaquil was a spicy boy.
That's one of my favorite things is using AI, like ChatGPT, to have it describe a real animal as a Pokemon, and it says it's like special abilities and shit. Do it. It's fun.
Do you know what the GPT stands for?
Generative prompt something. We looked into this in another podcast. I don't remember what the results were.
You know what?
It's something dumb.
Okay. Do you remember like NFTs, right?
Yeah.
They're dead now, right? Like
Yeah.
they're worth
Yes.
nothing. They're worth nothing.
Craze is gone.
Is Bitcoin still a fucking thing? Is that big?
It's.
Are people making money
I think
off that
it's not
shit
as
still?
big, but it's still around. There's a YouTuber that just did a crypto scam not too long ago.
But I don't know
What
what
is that? Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin? Is
It's a
that
crypto.
a crypto? It's a cryptocurrency, right?
Yeah.
A specific one. Yeah. The big thing right now is making your own currency. So it might not be Bitcoin, but it could be like empty minds tokens or some crap like that, right?
Don't
give
make
us
me
ideas.
dream. Don't make me dream about
No.
empty minds.
Trust
tokens.
me, we don't want that. We'll scam them. we will. Anyways,
Okay, but now I just want to get like a silver dollar made with the empty minds on it.
yeah.
I don't know if
Okay,
I can
so-
get behind it.
This is something I want to bring up. This is official. This is an official Konami test of what Yu-Gi-Oh VR would be.
Yeah,
and
I
this is
see why
without
you
them-
want to play it.
This is without developing an actual game. That's why it's a proof of concept. This is Duel Links, which we played before, but this is
Yeah.
a VR version of it, a full like VR headset immersion, and official one, which is a big deal. So people got to try this at, I think, an event of some kind. You don't see much with these images here, unfortunately. But okay, so you'll be this, and this is your environment. Perfectly fine environment because it's like, it swaps depending on what card you place down, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this would be a desert environment. I guess you don't have a character right now. So you place a card like that, and then it just summons her, I guess, like this, and boom, or a blue eyes, like fuck yeah.
Like, oh my God. That's like,
So you imagine that you're in VR, cards are in front of you like this. You know, like that the Kaiba versus Yugi battle.
I actually got emotional. It was
You get emotional.
yeah. When I was thinking about it, I'd be like, oh, that's so fucking cool. I need a dual disc attachment
Yeah,
that
like-
shows up so I can just like place the cards. The dual disc was so cool. When you guys had that when we were kids.
It was so much
Fuck.
fun.
yeah, you press that button and it was like,
Oh, I know.
Wait,
yeah.
did it?
Yeah, like
because you
It
can
was
like,
you
can
guys
pull-
had the. I thought.
you can pull it and it kind of goes around, so it's like whatever. So you press the button and it kind of like activates.
Oh,
Goes in
okay.
front.
I honestly forgot about that. It had batteries. I guess.
I guess yeah.
maybe it was like a
Or
spring
spring?
inside. Yeah,
Yeah, because there
probably
was like
spring.
stuff on there, and it would be a voice. It would be like, "It's time to duel" or whatever.
I am extremely excited by this.
I would want. I'm not a fan of dual discs.
Roll my dice.
Like for me, I would have. I want the
No, it's funny you say that.
whatever you call it, the
Just roll my dice
platform
down
thing.
Someone put
Yeah, you want like the big.
Yeah, to feel like I'm putting the card down on something. Just like
But can you imagine all the arenas you could play on?
I
You
know.
could play in fucking Duelist Island, fucking Battle City.
My
I'll-
dream. They better get that green platform where you
My
stand.
dream.
I have a dream. Remember the green platform? They use it in season 1, maybe in season 2. No, season 1, where they're it's like it's raised up a little bit. The green platform. Somebody confirmed that you know what I'm talking about.
I think I know what you're talking about.
the green platform.
You guys don't know?
It's just like that, like the little arena
I remember
thing,
the
right?
ones
I think that's
in-
what I was saying.
I remember the ones in Battle City where they like you step on them and they rise up, but all the arenas were different. Okay, he's looking right now for something that doesn't exist.
You know what? My knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh is like literally up until Pegasus. Once they got to Battle City,
It's what
I
he's
kinda
standing on
stopped
right
watching.
here. You don't see it, but he's
Wait,
on.
but
He's on top of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're the blue ones. You step on them and then they rise up.
Yeah, and that's like a green.
Yeah, because you're just like higher up than everyone else.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, though. So yeah, that's what I want.
Can they
Make it
also
happen.
include dungeon dice monsters?
Yeah, as a little
And
bonus.
I want it to be a joke that there's really like no set rules.
Yeah.
And then things just happen
What
no
do you-
matter what. And there's just weird because that was dungeon
I
dice
summoned Pot
monsters.
of Greed.
We
I
have
summoned-
talked about dungeon
Christian,
dice
you'll,
monsters a lot.
Stand near the edge.
Yeah.
Oh, they better incorporate that environment.
If you're gonna lose,
If they do that,
Just
that'd be
see Christian
amazing.
backing up.
Like have the duel take place on top of the castle, and then we get us back up in VR. If you hit me, Yugi. Oh, yeah, every time we get hit, we got to actually act like it.
also, one thing that always pissed me off that Karibo and Multiply never worked like that in the real
know.
Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Yugi lied a lot when he dueled. Like
Yeah, he's like our friend Jordan who lied. We played Yu-Gi-Oh with him and he fucking had all these cards called the Six Samurais and we're dueling with him and we're taking his word for all his effects and he's winning and then later we're like, let me see that card.
Oh,
and then he faked all his fucking Some facts.
I remember that. It's like trap hole. Oh, it means I get to take your card. And I didn't question it. I was just like, oh, okay, fuck.
Well, this was more when we were teenagers.
Okay, I was thinking more when I was like
because
8,
we dueled
9.
we dueled whales. No, we dueled well into our teenagers. Yeah, and he had these 6 samurais, and he'd be like, "Yeah, this card when I play it, it allows me to kill 2 monsters on your field, and this allows me to summon this 6 samurai." And then we read it, and it's like it allows him to like maybe pick a card out of his graveyard if he has another 6 samurai. We're like, you fucking lying piece of shit.
I can't believe they banned Yu-Gi-Oh cards from the school. Like it's like,
did they?
Out of all the
I
things you
remember that.
could do, like that's like a healthy activity.
It's because there was a couple of kids and a grade older than me.
Yeah.
And they first started bringing them around, and then we were like all starting to trade, and then that was starting to cause problems. And so the teachers were like, "No, we're not doing this shit," because they kept calling it like gambling for kids.
They just
So
didn't
they're like not
understand.
doing it.
Your guys' school sucked because you know what mine did?
But
They allowed us to have a class where I earned a credit where I played Yu-Gi-Oh.
really,
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you had it.
It was called
That
like an
good.
option, and they allowed you to do something as long as you were being productive. And I got to play Yu-Gi-Oh and with all these other kids. And I like dueling one-on-one,
Yeah.
but when you like tag team duel, that's so fucking fun. You and your friend, like you're across, you're trying to one up,
man.
attack you, double team. Fuck.
They've got to add that.
But can we just release some Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are just regular? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we can just play regular shit, not synchros, not XYZs.
I
Because
know.
when somebody brings those to the table,
You know
I'm
what?
like, you fucking suck.
We gotta stream dueling at one point. Come on.
well, we need like the physical cards.
Yeah, for
'Cause,
sure.
I don't
Physical cards on a table.
Well, I still have my deck.
Yeah, me too.
My deck is right up there.
My cards are beat to shit.
Still have our decks. It's funny.
My cards are beat to shit. Mine are in my dresser, just seething.
No,
We
my-
got
my-
Yu-Gi-Oh cards last October.
My school was whatever, but my principal, he accidentally, or he just let me pass grade 9 math. I failed it, but I started the next year in grade 10, and I was in grade 10 math. And I was like, I don't know why I questioned it. I was like, wait, I should be in grade 9. I'm in grade 10, so I went to the principal, whatever. And then he was like, that's fine. We'll just put it that you're at 50 for
Next.
grade 9. So I was like, fuck yeah.
Next, or one of these weekends, we should go out as the boys, and we should go to like
As the
like a
I'm
card
Homelander.
shop. We should
Yeah.
go to a card shop.
Well, no, I can't say the name. But
Yeah, because there's a few in the city, and it's like, fuck, I want to go look at some mint Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, I want to go see the original Blue Eyes, holographic, probably
Yeah.
selling for like $250, and I just want to fucking smell it.
I think I have all those cards. Like, fuck, those original
Oh, I remember you. You had the Yugi deck or Kaiba deck?
Yugi.
Such a great feeling
you have the
opening up a
Kaiba deck?
pack of probably.
Man, you remember those Christmases just fucking like getting no, like
You look right at Christian.
getting
Remember
those like
Christmases?
Yu-Gi-Oh
just
cards and like, man, you know what's
yeah,
funny is
yeah.
I always liked Dark Magician is always my favorite, but Blue Eyes, like the original Blue Eyes, for some reason was just I'm more nostalgic for that card.
I wish
Blue
I
Eye-
remembered that.
Blue Eyes is
getting Blue
such
Eyes.
a beautiful fucking card. Because I remember, like, it's one of my earliest memories from the show because it's one of the first episodes when fucking Yugi's grandpa has the blue eyes. Kaiba fucking rips it up, calls
Yeah.
him a little bitch, and then he is the only one who has the 3
See,
blue eyes.
I remember an episode. I don't know if it's from season 4 or 3. Maybe it's 3. Kaiba's card is Blue Eyes White Dragon. There's a flashback episode to like the Kaiba of ancient Egypt, and his girlfriend had blue eyes, and that I think she was actually called Blue Eyes or something like that.
You said
So
Blue
that's like
Eyes
a
really
weird
weird.
little like, they tried to connect it.
What was the
I don't remember what the fuck that was.
Yeah,
was that a season 3 thing?
y-
Season
wait,
4?
what was Kaiba? Well, like, because you know when they went back to fucking
Ancient
Egypt,
Yeah.
what was Kaiba?
He was the priest for Yugi.
Okay, so he was like he's like the vizier kind of thing, you know,
Yeah.
like in all these fucking things, there's like an evil vizier.
He actually tried to challenge the Yami Yugi, I guess.
And
at
they
the
played
time.
with big tablets, didn't they? Like big stone tablets.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I remember there was like the big stone tablets, and that's what they got the cards from, and that's why like they hold a certain power. And
there is an aspect to that.
I gotta
yeah.
say, Red Eyes Black Dragon should be a lot more badass than it is.
Yeah, only 2400 attack.
I know, and it's really fucking cool looking card.
Wait, what was the
Red Eyes
strong?
Metal Dragon?
Oh no, I was gonna say, what was the strongest card when we were kids. That somebody that we had, or somebody that was our friends had. That makes sense.
Well, okay. I know some people who printed off the God card.
No, this is before the God cards existed.
Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon?
No.
Somebody had that.
This was Gate Guardian. The person who lives next to you had that. And I was just like, fuck.
Yeah, because he fucking had a job. That son of a bitch. He also had all the best marbles. We all played fucking marbles, and we just had our shitty marbles because we're all broke ass. This guy's a fucking job. He goes and buys granddaddies and Crocs and fucking plays this for him. And he's fucking shows up with marbles this fucking big, and I got fucking...
So, we never watched this show, but Halo season, well, oh my God, I made the same fucking mistake. Halo has been canceled. It was a video game adaptation. Many people did not like it because it did not follow the source material. It veered off a lot. One of the most notable things is that the main character, Master Chief, he always takes off his helmet. And the actor recently has said, basically, get over it. I take off the helmet. He's kind of a dick. So I'm kind of glad this show got canceled.
Oh.
It's like, not only that, somebody pointed out, he's never supposed to take off his helmet, but in the show, he straight up gets naked. See, like, yeah, there's like ass shots of this guy.
And that's the spot you like.
No, that's there's so many things wrong with this show.
No, it's true, and especially, okay, how many times do we have to go down this fucking route with like The Witcher? The Witcher, they were said like, oh, we don't give a fuck about the books and shit, and like that, people were pissed off about that, and then fucking like this shit, like Halo, like you're taking a character people love and you're spitting in the face of it.
I swear, it's
because
like,
you think you know better.
It's the same with Resident Evil. It's always like people get the script and suddenly they're like, their ego flares and they're like, I can make it better. I can do my own shit. And then they veer off so hard. It's absurd. They did the same with Witcher. Witcher got canceled, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, actually it's airing, but it's not getting another season. Its spin-offs suck because it's also new material.
As I've said, please just, like, Resident Evil movie people, please just hire me as a continuity person. So I can just be there and I can make some fucking calls. I can be like, they'll be like, yeah, we want to make Jill and Chris in a relation. I'll be like, fuck you. Oh, I'll be fired pretty soon. We want to make Jill and Chris. Fuck you.
He didn't even say his idea.
Yeah.
He just want to include Jill and Chris. Fuck you. Whoa.
Fuck you.
Am I the only one that doesn't give a shit about Halo?
I know it's a celebrated franchise and it's very innovative for its time.
There hasn't been much
of
out
it though
recently. But yeah, it was big because it's like it had the vehicles you could like fuck around with. It had creative guns.
Fantastic multiplayer.
Yes, it was. Halo 2 was peak gaming.
I imagine like back in the day, it was like
I remember
everyone
the
talked about
multiplayer
it
most from it. We rented the game when we were kids, so I got to experience a little bit of Halo.
It was something new. It was fresh. It was fun. And no, I just can't believe Hollywood takes these beloved properties and they just look at it and be like, oh, you know this story people love? We know better than you guys. We know better than what to do. Oh, fucking don't fuck that movie. Fuck, you brought up the one I hate the most. Leon.
It's a perfect example of what we're talking about.
Oh my God.
Welcome to Raccoon City. Man,
that actually,
it's such a crazy idea. Like this went to theaters in our town. It's a movie, a new Resident Evil movie. But it was just
the thing that sucked was they did so much stuff right.
Yeah,
I love the scene where it was like a Code Veronica reference with the evil twins. They were pulling apart the dragonfly. Perfect scene, and that's because they followed the material.
Not only that, they included Lisa Trevor. I'm like, oh,
Lisa Trevor was great.
But what did they do? They fucked around with the main characters too much. Tried to meld two movies into one. Because as me and Christian watched the beginning of Resident Evil 2, like the video game, the remake, they do it in this movie like a 1-to-1, except they put Claire in the fucking car.
It's just bizarre ideas like, hey, let's connect the police station through a tunnel directly to the mansion. Why?
Yeah, I know.
Like, save the mansion for another movie. Focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah, and they're like, what if, you know, Leon, the most competent fucking person in any of these games besides Chris? What if he was a fucking idiot and he could do nothing?
I remember being confused at the beginning of the movie. Remember that scene where the zombie was listening to music and on fire? Oh, no. I got this backward. Ignore that. What the fuck would he have said on?
Wow, he's on fire.
I was confused. I was like, what's happening? No. Leon was listening to music and the zombie was on fire walking towards him, but we heard, as an audience, we heard the music. And I was like, it was like the It chapter whatever thing, where is this like, am I supposed to be scared? Is this funny? The tone of the previous scene was very serious. So now this is like whiplash. It's like, What's happening?
Did we ever?
Like some of the sets were so fucking good, so beautiful. Like
Yeah,
the
I know.
RPD was great. A lot of the mansion was good. Fucking
I liked the Moonlight Sonata. It was just like Jill was wrong. Wesker was wrong.
All the characters are
I
wrong,
get
basically.
Wesker and Chris confused in this movie because they look like Chris, like Wesker could be Chris.
I know.
They got the wrong look for that guy.
and they made a mixture of 1 and 2 with no Tyrant.
Right.
It was just
Yeah.
Birkin.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's right.
Like fuck.
How do you
1
not-
has a Tyrant and 2 has Mr. X.
Which one came out first? RE2 remake or this?
I thought you were gonna say what came out first, Resident Evil 1 or 2.
Yeah. Because
Resident Evil 2 remake came out first.
Yeah, because that was...
Because they
how did
that
they
came out a while
miss
ago.
out on the craze that was Mr. X?
I know X don't give it to you.
If anything, get rid of Birkin and just have Mr. X. Bigger deal.
Birkin plays a pivotal role. Oh, that's what.
Those
Like
bastards.
fuck.
Like,
The
they-
first movie has so much meat and bones to play with
yeah.
there. And Wesker sucked ass.
He did.
All they have to do is tell the fucking, or make a movie or TV show or whatever on like the first game, make the second one on the second game.
How is that
And it
Wesker?
would just build the world up. Like it's like this whole sort of like universe sort of
Exactly.
thing.
You know?
Like it's so simple.
How hard is it to start July 24th, 1998, Arclay Mountains?
Wait, was that the thing?
Yeah.
July 24th. That's literally our anniversary of the podcast. Same fucking day.
Like 1998. Yeah, and then you just start with the helicopter going in, and they're like, "Stars mission, Bravo Alpha Team lost," and then they run to the mansion, and it's a big fucking mystery. Like
Yeah.
for a lot of people who haven't, like, it's like they look at this shit and they're like, "Oh, people know that it's Wesker, and they know the twist. Nobody fucking cares."
Yeah, it's like the Sonic movies. And the Tails are going to show up. You're not going to be like, oh, Tails showed up.
Yeah,
Just
like,
give us what we want.
exactly. We need Barry. We need Wesker.
I want, at this
Slick back
point,
Wesker with glasses.
give me a Resident Evil 0 movie. That's what I want.
Give me Anthony
Trailer.
Starr as Wesker.
Anthony Starr. Yeah,
Oh,
not
yeah,
bad.
that'd be fucking
Not a bad
amazing,
Wesker.
actually. Damn.
He has the voice. He can definitely pull it off.
Just quick update. Brian says, I'm so fucked, so drunk. I'm fucked. I might join the pod. I feel normal.
Holy what
Well,
kind
then.
of
I'm-
tornado was that? He
So-
did. He just sat there quiet.
Yeah.
He said he was taking shots before, too. Remember?
Wait, taking shots?
Yeah.
Oh, rum.
Yeah.
Well, he said he had shots in his drink, but the funny thing is, nobody else is drinking.
Yeah, I had one
He
beer.
just decided to get drunk.
Yeah, take a few shots. But yeah, unfortunate. Sonic 3, at least we got a franchise working out. That's
well,
good and good enough.
Also, Fallout's killing it.
Shadow. Oh yeah, Fallout
Fallout
was
to me
great.
is the best one, I think. That one is so
It did
fucking,
a great job.
Like,
It's-
wow.
People have some gripes, but overall,
All their
gripes.
issues with Fallout are fucking stupid though. Like it's just
Not
shit
too-
that I'm like, you're just complaining it. Like they got everything else right. Like man, like as
Yeah, I
a Resident
mean-
Evil fan, I wish I could bitch about
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Like-
If they got a Resident Evil TV show this accurate, also we got a Resident Evil TV show that was so fucking bad on Netflix.
I know.
Like, what the hell were they thinking? Again, they went off source material completely.
I just want to see one faithful adaptation. If you look at all these things that have done good, they're faithful adaptation. Like Sonic looks like Sonic.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fucking Tails. Well, I guess Sonic's not usually an alien, but it's like what fucking like if you're basing this on the fucking games from Sega, what fucking story was going on there? Like
No,
you
it's
just have
funny.
a fast fucking hedgehog.
People don't like the Knuckles show, but why? It's because of Wade, a new character, new material. It's not because of Knuckles. Knuckles is great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because part of it seemed like they didn't want to animate Knuckles. Because
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking most of the
Paramount.
show was about Wade bowling.
That's what's weird. It's also Paramount, same place that makes Halo. But I guess just different writers, different priorities.
But since we're just to stay on the topic of Resident Evil,
Yeah.
very excited about the projects that have been like announced that they're doing more remakes of Code Veronica and one.
5?
I was
Are
looking
they doing
around.
5 or no?
I thought it was 1 and Veronica.
I mean, I'd definitely remake those first, I'd say.
But see, that's the weirdest thing is that I think 5 has the most to remake because 5 is the one game where people are iffy about it. 5 and 6, you remake those to be awesome.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But please do. Oh yeah, it's 0. It's 0 in Code Veronica.
I'm excited. Let's do it.
But I really hope that they keep the multiplayer aspect because nobody hated, like people didn't hate the multiplayer. They hated Sheva's AI playing
Yep.
single player. Now, me and Christian have both discussed. We have discussed that RE4 VR, amazing, like
perfect game.
One of the best games I've ever fucking played in my life. Now, if they made that 5 and we could play co-op,
RE5.
Oh no, yeah, VR
Gameplay is basically the same, like like RE4 to RE5, very similar games. They just expanded on a little bit. So translation to VR. Totally possible.
Exactly.
But they need that motive. Like, I'm sure RE4 VR was a test, like a control. I don't know. I'm hoping the sales were good enough where they're like, okay, let's do RE5. Because I know the market for VR is small, but damn, you're missing out if you don't have a VR headset.
It must be doing all right because Capcom keeps making VR ports of their games.
And also, Meta is stupid. They made it an exclusive. You would have gotten more money in your fucking market if you just didn't make an exclusive. Everybody loves RE4. Many people would have played it on PC, and you would have got more people buying the Quest eventually as a PC VR headset.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of makes me want to get the PSVR because RE4 Remake as VR. But did you see the biggest flop, like a huge flop Capcom just had?
Right, yeah.
They released RE7 on mobile. It sold 2,000.
Wow.
Just 2,000. Like, holy fuck.
Just under 2,000 copies.
That's
damn. What does it look like?
That's ridiculous. I heard it was good. It's just RE7.
You know what's so weird about that?
But nobody wants to play mobile. Nobody wants to pay for them.
Like the mobile audience is so different from.
I was gonna say it's so weird because my daughter, she can only play games on mobile. Like, my son though loves the controller, but my daughter is just like trying to play Minecraft or Roblox with the controller. She can't do it. She literally needs her iPad to be able to play.
It's amazing.
Which is like that's so weird.
Would go outdated because this next generation is going to be like, "Where's my iPad? I'm used to touching the screen."
You watch them play on the iPad, and it's like insane. Like they're just they're good at it.
The weirdest thing is that it's similar, very similar. It's still got like joysticks.
It's probably just a feeling thing.
Virtual joystick. Yeah, you're right.
Just start playing. Grab a controller. Don't be a bitch.
No, Resident Evil. I feel like we can talk about this for like ever. It's like
it's like common ground games growing up. Prince of Persia.
Yeah,
Prince of Persia. We all loved Resident Evil because we used to borrow games. I remember I borrowed Resident Evil 1 off you.
Well, we used to also just play Resident Evil outside. Like we just like have guns.
I remember we'd have my little fake gun. I had like this piece of a telescope I taped on the top.
Yeah,
and it looked like this big fucking scope, so it looked like the Killer 7.
I remember like whenever someone would be the zombie, you'd kill them, and then they would get faster, and then you would kill them, and they would start to like run afterwards or after you.
I had this right here. This is the Wii gun. I used this for RD4 for the Wii. A lot of fun.
I didn't own a Wii, but I did beat this game because I stayed at somebody's house because they had it, and I was like, I'm just staying here till I beat this because I want to fucking play it. I remember having the TMP, and I was fighting Salazar on the Wii. And Christian loves stealing games on the Wii. He was really good at it.
Hey. That's true.
Do you remember the silver gun we used to have? Silver handgun?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
it was chrome, right?
Yeah, it was like a chrome. I guess, it was more chrome. Yeah, that gun was amazing.
That was really cool.
I remember when Resident Evil 1, the movie came out. I remember the last shot with Alice coming out and she had like the shotgun. I thought it was the most badass. Like me and there's a couple other kids, we would like pause it right there because it was like VHS or whatever, and we would just look at all the fucking details in this shot, and we're like, oh, look at that window, like there's a fucking zombie there, there's a person hanging.
See,
like, oh,
that is one of the things that those movies got wrong because Alice was introduced, and I love seeing the world, and I love seeing like the zombies and all that. Because the best thing about what those movies did, was that they incorporated a lot of things from the games, like one to one, like some of the enemies. Some of the dogs, Wesker looked pretty legit.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing that they got wrong was all of Resident Evil games, besides 6, and that's a special thing because people didn't like it, but it was about normal people defeating larger than life like fucking enemies. And then in the game, they made the main character super overpowered.
Me in the movie.
Oh yeah, in the movie. Sorry, they made the main character super overpowered. So then it's like you have Chris, Jill, Leon, and they're just normal people fighting.
Odd, right?
Fighting.
Like, why give her superpowers?
Wait, is that in any of the games? I don't know if it's in like Code Veronica.
The only person that comes close to Alice is
Wesker.
Yes, Wesker also for sure.
I was gonna say, is the Red Queen in any of the games?
You know what? Is she in the games at all? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. But like that's one aspect aspect from the movies I
Maybe
would love in any game, Resident Evil. Just that whole idea of like being locked in Raccoon City or whatever, or no, in Umbrella, I guess, trying to get out.
The funniest thing is how they all followed a trope. It's like they all started in a regular spot, and then there's secret lab underground.
Yeah, I know. Secret lab, then detonation.
Yeah.
T-10. So one thing I want them to add, it's to something, maybe RE4, if they added a mirror mode, just flipping the map, it completely changes Demon Souls when we played that.
Yeah.
It feels like such a different game. I want that experience for RE4.
Like RE4, even at the end, you had to self-destruct the island. And 5 didn't end that.
Oh, I never thought of, no, I just don't remember.
5 was stupid because you shoot like the rocket launchers and they follow like the tendrils somehow and they like do spins.
You know what, we should stream that at some point where, because we can play off the OBS preview. I can flip the preview and reverse the controls on the controller. So we could play RE4 with a flipped map.
You gotta
see how it fucks with us.
You should get this guy playing RE4 VR today.
We should all play it at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's so good.
It's an experience. You get to see ballistics up close. People. Okay, let's move. I think we've been talking about Resident Evil for half an hour, for fuck's sake.
All right, so so Marvel, Deadpool's coming out. I know Marvel's not the greatest topic because people are kind of sick of it, but they are moving on from Kang, but they can't just quit him cold turkey. So they have recasted Kang, reportedly. No longer Jonathan Majors because of the recent controversy with him, and his career pretty much ended from it.
No, I thought he's fine now. I've seen him with other like famous people like recently.
I don't know if he'll ever be fine with Marvel though.
Yeah,
Marvel's too careful.
I think I think these plans already started in motion when it's like his shit was already going on. So it's like even if he's out,
obviously first candidate.
There was a picture that I saw recently, and it was Russell Crowe, Johnny Depp, and Ed Sheeran just hanging out drinking Guinness. Weird. It was today. They took this picture today. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, not much to say about this except, hey, it's multiverse. That's pretty useful for them but they gotta get rid of their stadium of Kang's problem that they had.
Did we talk about this already on last podcast? But did we talk about the Robert Downey? I know I brought it up, but I can't remember what it was. But it was Robert Downey Jr. might be playing Doctor Doom.
I don't know if we talked about that on the pod.
So some people are thinking that's an interpretation of it, and they're thinking that that could be superior Iron Man because it's a guy like I don't know. It depends on how it's reported. So Doctor Doom or superior. Either way, I'm okay with it. I think
you just went from Boston.
Although I think I'd prefer Doctor Doom to be someone else other than Robert Downey Jr.
But would that ruin Tony Stark?
But also, wait. If that's true, then Doctor Doom's probably not going to wear a helmet, which is a problem for me because I think he would still. Because why would you get Robert Downey Jr. and put a mask on him?
Because you meet Doctor Doom and then also he takes it off and it's Tony Stark. Because I think it's cool because he becomes Iron Man, and if you think about Doctor Doom's look, he's another type of iron.
Yeah, it's actually a thing that's.
So it would be cool if it was like a warped iron. He becomes a different Iron Man. He becomes Doctor Doom.
Iron Lad. It's like the kid version of Iron Man. It's like another. Eventually, when he grows up, he actually becomes Kang. It's weird. But that's just how it is. Because maybe I think it's sent back in time. Eventually, he grows up and he is actually Kang. But yeah, it's bizarre.
You know what? Holy fuck! I'm excited. I can't believe we are going to see Deadpool and Wolverine in less than a week.
I won't spoil it. I've seen one spoiler, not in terms of like a big story, but just like a certain fight scene that takes place, I guess, early in the movie. I'm assuming.
Yeah, supposedly it's like every scene that we have seen takes place like in the first half hour.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, and people who have seen it praise this motherfucker a lot.
Someone that's seen the movie, or at least the first 30-40 minutes that they released, has said that it's as impactful as Infinity War or Endgame, which I believe. That's pretty good.
Can we, you know what, we've already talked about this, so I want to take a little segue into the odd. So I just saw, can you look up
John Odds
robot smiles with living skin?
Oh, I think
Did you see this? Gross.
I think I've seen this quite a while ago.
Oh my god. Oh, look at that. Look at what they did. They made a fucking robot smile with human fucking cells.
That's not what I was expecting when I read your topic. That's disgusting. What are they doing?
They are trying to, picture. Oh my god. Look at that. From living human cells placed on top of 3D printed resin.
Like, of all the things you could do, why put the eyeballs there and make it a smile? Come on.
And that's living human cells. And you know what? Now they're going to put AI in it and it's going to be fucking, they're going to make sex dolls.
I really do
I don't know
believe
why that's the next thing, but
AI will destroy the world.
It will.
Like, it might be 100 years from now. It's going to fucking happen.
well, I'll be dead. I don't care.
Like, it's going to happen. Like,
That's like this thing.
you know what? Because they're not.
What is that from? Is that from?
Fallout.
That's from Fallout 1, I think. Fallout 2? Fallout 1.
Because
The
you know what?
Masters.
Like, that shit
It
AI.
remind me of I have no mouth, but I must scream.
what
Whatever
this
the
thing
fuck
is.
it is.
That's
Those
it.
what's with those fucking uncanny eyes? And okay, so we spoke about robots, we spoke about cells, we spoke about spicy boys. Now, a school in Japan, a kid brought these chips to the school, right? Now this just makes me feel like kids in Japan are little bitches because he brought spicy chips.
Yeah.
13 kids were hospitalized from eating the spicy chips.
That was me.
Yeah.
You with the hot sauce. Yeah, can you imagine that?
There's I don't know what it was. There is a bag of chips out there that my actually mom bought, and it was insane. You couldn't, like, the tiniest amount you eat that. It's like eating that's hot sauce. I think they shoved it all over the chips.
Yeah, but like you didn't go to the hospital.
I stopped eating those chips.
Yeah, exactly. But they went to the hospital for hurting mouths,
The only
sore
way I would
stomachs.
accept that is if he brought those chips. If not, come on.
Japanese kids gotta get stronger. Fucking chips are taking like 13 kids went to the. Also, I blame the teacher.
Were they
Like,
gathering?
what the fuck?
Were they gathering around the chip bag? 13 kids.
Some kid
There's-
brought a bag of chips and they ate them, and then 13 kids had to go to the hospital. Like, if I was the teacher, I would have been like, okay, let's get some milk. You guys got to ride this out. What else are you gonna do? What the fuck is the hospital gonna do?
I love that story that when Brandon was younger, my dad used to pack us chips for lunch and all that, and we would just have just be in like a plastic bag. But the school didn't really allow us to have chips, or at least his teacher didn't. So his teacher would be like that's too unhealthy or whatever. So Brandon would keep it in his like jacket pocket. Then at recess, he would like go and hide behind a snow hill and eat him.
Yeah.
One of my favorite stories
gotta do what we
is
gotta
that
do.
I move out to where we all grew up, right?
Yeah.
When I was 8. And I don't know, I probably told this, but it's still fucking funny to me. And my mom, she makes me lunch, but I don't like it. So what do? I keep it in my locker, and so everybody's eating lunch. The teacher comes around. Alex, why aren't you eating anything? My mom didn't give me any food. Oh no! So for about 2 months, every day, this teacher is buying me pizza pops.
This is part 2 of your other story. I didn't know you had food in your locker.
Yeah, I had food. And so then
Son of a bitch.
Why are you upset? Son
How
of a
dare
bitch.
you.
You're like, you got pizza pops. Yeah. And for 2 months, she bought me pizza pops. Then eventually she had to go talk to my mom. Is there a problem with money at home? My mom, what? Alexi hasn't had any food to eat at school. My mom, like in her head, that son of a bitch, I've been sending with food every day.
How dare he
like
lie to us?
This woman was
I
spending
remember
$2 on me every day to get me 2 pizza pops.
Do you remember what your lunches were when you were a kid? Like just your most
I
common
know I would
lunch
have
you
some
got?
sandwiches. I don't remember much about being a kid. That's sad. That's my memory's gone. But I remember like what I would pack when I was in high school. Like I'd throw like a pudding in a fucking something like in my bag.
I remember sandwiches, Dunkaroo, and juice boxes.
What kind of Dunkaroos? What?
It varied. Man, I could actually taste it right now.
Do you have
just
like the?
because it's that
Did you have
strong.
the white frosting?
It was
with the
either
speckles?
it's either
Yeah, we had
vanilla.
that too, yeah.
It was
chocolate?
whatever that was, or it was
chocolate sometimes, too.
Yeah.
Oh, but okay. One of my friends, German family, weird fuckers, right? But they had a farm, and like their mom used to just like their bread was like this fucking big from side to side, and just have like a bunch of like goat cheese in it.
Oh, wow.
And I would just, I wouldn't trade him, but I would just have his sandwich. I'd be like, dude, can I have your sandwich? Yeah, and I'd heat it up, and oh fuck.
You know what? There
I
was
loved
one
it.
kid in our class that always had it was basically Lunchables every fucking day. I was just always thought
That's a rich fucking.
like, yeah, that's always thought
To
it was-
me, that's rich. Like,
that's fucked up. Lunchables every fucking day.
but lazy parents.
But it wasn't also that. They also had like, which I was jealous of, but I always thought it was fucking weird. It was like this like, well, tuna, I guess, but like on crackers. It's like kind of like a Lunchable. It was like fish, tuna, or whatever with like,
At Costco, they have this delicious albacore tuna like snack kit.
Oh, yeah.
It's like these delicious fucking crackers with this tuna spread that you put on the crackers. It's fucking out of this world.
Damn.
I could just like one of the greatest snacks of all time to me. Just fucking out of this world delicious. They're magic.
yeah,
What's your
I
favorite
never
cereal?
got to
Give me
have
like
this.
a top 3.
we've answered this a lot.
I got
Raisin
no
Bran.
idea.
I know, but top 3. I know your shitty ass Raisin Bran. Too chewy.
Apple Jacks I like.
Applejack? Apple Cinnamon Cheerios are better than Apple Jacks.
Well, yeah, to me they're the same thing. It's
They're not, you idiot.
How dare you? Yeah.
I don't really like cereal. That's basically it. Like like
that's
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is my
true,
favorite forever,
actually.
but I think it's just too
I don't
sugary
eat
now.
cereal. My favorite, I guess, would be anything that's not healthy.
Because they discontinued Alphabets.
Oh, really?
Alphabets are really fucking good.
Mm.
They're like the part of Lucky Charms that aren't the marshmallows, but they're like frosted. Very fucking good cereal. And okay, so my girlfriend, she was house sitting, right?
Yes.
And my favorite drink of all time, vanilla Coke. But we don't have it here because you fucking America all hog it, which I'm fucking pissed off about because during the summer, sometimes we get like, Coke summer drink days and they have like 2 flavors and one was like vanilla
know,
Coke and it was always fucking sold out. The other one was cherry. It was always there. And that one sells out. Then we get fucking cherry. I'm like, why the fuck didn't we get vanilla? It always sold out.
Don't they have vanilla at that one theater?
Yeah, but they have like Subway. You can mix your drinks too, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
Like I want a fucking case. So she's house sitting at this house and they give her free range, like home on the range with the deer and the ants will play, like free range. So I go there and I look and they just stock up and they got like 8 cases of fucking vanilla Coke. I was in fucking heaven. Just nice ice cold vanilla Coke. And I let you try it.
Vanilla Coke is good.
Tastes like a fucking float. A Coke float with vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
But I made some mixed drinks with it. Boys, let me fucking tell you. And also, I had Coke Zero Vanilla Coke, which I've never had before. Fucking amazing.
We should plan a trip to the States. Like, just go drive.
I would need to get my passport.
Yeah,
do a Coke trip.
But like,
Let's do a Coke trip.
no, man, because like we could just like fucking stock up on vanilla Coke and we'll be good for like a year or something. Just fucking.
I don't know if you can take
stock
that
up the-
much, but
as much as we
I don't
can.
know what they
Give
allow.
me.
But yeah, I would stock up on a few things. Like there's like different cereals in the States. Like that's a big thing. Like they have different cereals, different pop, different chips. Like, well, I guess like when people usually talk about different chips, usually we're the weird ones with like ketchup. And as I've said previously, ketchup makes the most sense out of any fucking chip flavor because it's potatoes and ketchup. They go together like fucking sour cream and milk.
All dressed is old. Just all the dressings. Who thought of that?
It
Just shove
mostly
them all
tastes
in.
like vinegar to me.
I
Is that
like
what it is?
It's like a
All dressed?
brother to salt
What?
and
Like
vinegar.
all dressings? Is that what it stands
Well,
for?
it's not everything, but it's just like a bunch of shit.
It's whatever's on the
That's
on the bag.
That's only for here, right?
I don't think Americans know what it is.
They don't know.
Small minds.
Like dill pickle, I don't like either.
You know what? I've started to not like it as I got older. It used to be my favorite.
You fuck. One of my favorite things I was
Dill
telling him
pickle.
was a clip when we were playing games, and it was just out of nowhere. You were like, "So I like dill pickle." Yeah, and you and Forrest like sour cream. Okay, that's fucked up. It was so funny,
That's
just a
fucked
dry delivery. Also,
talk about.
did you see what we have at McDonald's? Really fucking weird.
Oh, the retro
What
sauces.
do we got?
No, not retro sauces. You
Szechuan?
can buy fries, and then you can buy a shaker, and it's like
I
ramen.
saw.
We got it for him today. It was ramen flavor.
It
was a
went
ramen shaker.
everywhere, and I've got to clean up my desk. And it didn't taste very good. Like I'd rather have the regular salt. You know what
Is
I mean?
it?
It's just not that it doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste good enough to where I would care.
I was saying, does it taste like noodles?
It tastes like nothing.
We've had some weird, like we always have the poutine here, McDonald's poutine, which they don't have in the States. But do you remember we also had like a Parmesan garlic fries?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Some garlic fries.
I don't even know if I've tried it.
They were all right. Like, man, there was this place that we had here and it was called the Cornerstone. It was like a little bar or something called the Cornerstone. And their burger was fucking phenomenal. But COVID fucked it up. COVID fucked up a lot of good
There's
shit.
a lot of places that are
I
gone
want
now.
a fat boy right now. Don't you? Oh my gosh. Why did I look at him?
There's another thing I can't say.
Fuck.
It's
Why do you always do this? I want a
No, there's
fat boy
something-
to stare at me.
it's related to Fat Boy. I can't say it because I think it's only here. But that to me is the best like new Fat Boy. That
Let's call it
shit's
Fat
so
Boy
good.
2.0. What
Yeah.
makes it different?
I don't know what it is about the fucking burger because I can't remember right now, but it's really fucking
Like
good.
a fat boy?
Yeah, like the
Well,
fact
it's got chili on it.
that place is just
It's got like a coleslaw.
Yeah.
But I want to hype up the best of right now because we watched some of the beginning of the best of. So if you haven't seen it, because it's going to be out by time this is out, go fucking watch it. I like honking my. Honking my own horn, grabbing titties, honking our own. What is the saying?
Don't
Tooting my own horn, not honking my own horn.
Tooting my yeah.
I'm doing this. I don't want to toot my own horns. But I watched the beginning of the first clips and I couldn't stop fucking laughing. This shit's fucking hilarious. like that's a
Best
big
ofs
pat
are
on my
great.
own back. But like,
Go check it out if you haven't yet.
please
It's out
go
there,
check
yeah.
out the best of the Empty Minds, and we also got Mini Minds, which we
Tiny
just recorded
Minds.
4 fucking videos that will eventually come out, and we're gonna record 4 other ones, so we have a stockpile. So just in case things go weird, we have like, because the best thing about those is that we can stockpile them. Why? Because we're not talking about anything of relevance like the podcast.
Yeah.
The podcast kind of has to come out at a certain time, because like if you wait like
only gonna
3
matter,
weeks and
though.
we talked about like the election, which we haven't talked about yet. I guess that's
Yeah,
what
I
we're
mean, yeah.
gonna end this podcast on. But it's like that becomes dated, and it's like, but with this thing, we play fucking games. Who the fuck cares? And these dirty bastards, we did this for like 4 weeks in a row, and they never changed their shirts.
Wait, I was gonna say, you said mini mines. What are those little eggs called?
Mini eggs,
No, it was like a toy.
toy.
Yeah, there weren't complete eggs though. It was more of like a cylinder, and not cylinder. That's not a
Beanie
cylinder. No,
beanie
what the
bags?
fuck are they? Because
Beanie babies?
but like they kind of like roll over, like
Yeah, they have a marble inside, right? And they roll.
or something like
Oh,
Beanie.
It's like they'll
I thought
kind of
Beanie
like
Babies.
Mighty Beans.
maybe it was Mighty Beans.
You wrote beanie
No,
toys.
it's not. Yeah, it's not
right.
that.
Mighty Beans.
Maybe Mighty Beans.
Yeah, it had a bunch of different characters.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I love those.
Yeah, I was basically this.
Like, I don't know what the fuck they did.
I think it was just literally you just collected
It
them.
was just like when I was a kid, and you
was weird, right?
you know, like, okay, you know the skateboard,
Yeah.
the finger skateboard, which I could never do any cool fucking tricks with. But you remember the bike for your fingers? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck were you supposed to
I
do?
do
with
remember
I
that.
always thought it was just cool because they came with little tools and you could like replace the tires and shit.
I know, but look, you're
Yeah,
supposed to
I
do tricks like
remember
what the
this
fuck?
stupid thing.
That's so stupid. Look at them.
I remember the tiny screwdriver. It's so weird. Wow.
Yeah, it was always nice to take things apart and put it back together. But like, look at that. Like, what cool
Funny.
tricks do you even fucking do? Like, it's even stupider than the fucking skateboard.
And that's a whole story for like another pod. Just the amount of fucking times our bikes got stolen, fucking chased to be like, oh, that fucking kid has our bike, and then everyone in the housing's found out, and we're all like trying to fucking
Get
get the bike,
him!
and just,
Yeah.
And Brandon's wandering around drunk. Last week we had to start the podcast with the like, holy shit, the president got shot. Well, former President Trump got shot.
yeah.
And now it looks like Biden's dropping out of the race. From what we've
rumors
heard,
are, yeah.
from what we've heard, it seems like Biden's gonna not be running anymore because he doesn't feel like he can win. And I heard that he's not gonna. Well, rumors. Remember, from what we've heard online, it seems like he's not gonna endorse Kamala.
I feel like he's not going to drop out. I'd be so shocked if he actually did.
Here's what's as of today, everybody around him is like, Biden, leave. You got to go. You can't beat Trump. The polls are saying you're going to lose. You have a very low approval rating. It's not going to happen. Biden right now, according to Mr. Bernstein here, which is my source for this, Biden is fucking pissed. His quote is like super pissed. He's furious, and he's
I would
mostly
be too.
pissed
I'd
at
be like-
Chuck Schumer, which is like one of the leading top Democrats, and Nancy Pelosi. He feels betrayed and abandoned. It was his word. So right now, okay. So as of today, his I don't know what you call it, his like party, like his like close associates have said that there's no way in hell he's gonna step down unless or just in general, because there was like although it's like his press secretary throwing out a statement of like, nah, we're good, we're gonna defeat Donald Trump. So like there was this crazy inner struggle going on at the Democrats.
Who else could
knows
they?
what's gonna happen?
I don't think they can get anyone that's gonna like help their case more. There's like less than 4 months left until the election.
Not only does
Like-
Biden have COVID right now, which he's recovering from, thankfully, but that's if he does debate Trump again, it's going to be just as bad. If he does a campaign rally, people are going to make fun of how he gets off the stage. He's not
like-
a good candidate anymore, which is unfortunate because he has like a big legacy that everybody can agree with. That he's been played
Oh,
in
he's
politics
vice
for
president.
half a
Vice
century.
President for
Or-
Obama.
Yeah, he used to be with it. Now it's just sad to watch.
I will have to say, and I'm Republicans, I hope you don't take yourself too seriously, but that fucking rally, the most, or whatever was the convention,
Yeah.
was one of the most hilarious things I've ever fucking seen. Because one, it seemed like a parody, like from a movie where it was like, how can how can Biden stand up for America when he can't even stand up himself? And it shows him like falling down the fucking stairs.
I know there was. I wish I can remember it.
And then they're
it
like,
was so funny.
ladies and gentlemen, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. You know, it's funny because like,
Trumpomaniacs. It's like, holy fuck. So fucking funny. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Kid Rock came out and sang fucking Undertaker's theme song. It really felt like it was fucking WWE sponsored this.
I never watched. I'm assuming it's a movie, Idiocracy. People are pointing out that Hulk
yeah.
Hogan doing this looks similar to this.
100%.
Yeah. And it was like Eric Trump coming out very, very serious. And then UFC CEO comes out and he's like this amazing talker. I guess
Yeah,
what they
Dana
call
White
him.
fucking destroyed that,
Yeah.
honestly. I was like, this guy, if he went around for president, I think he'd win.
For
I
president.
never watched that when he was on. I heard that he was coming on though.
Dana White did a really good speech.
He really hyped up Trump for sure.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. What a fucking episode. What a podcast. Brandon, I guess, was too drunk, just fucking ditched.
Yeah, this is not
He
there.
sat there with his glasses on, and I bet he was in his head like, you can do this, you can do this. Then he was like, oh, I can't fucking do it, and he left.
I can't do
but
this.
Thank you guys. Please check out Mini Minds. Please check out the best of. You're going to love it. We love it. We love you guys. Thank you
Make
for
sure you
another
like and
special
subscribe.
fucking week. Huh?
Oh yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, of course, if you made it this far, especially. And you can find me on Film Tyrant on YouTube, but also John Odds on Twitch. Bobbity over there is on Twitch, but also on Twitch.
And also, we love Beanie, we
Also
love
Mini
Smalls, and we love Haley because they watch to the end every fucking time. So thank you guys.
Sweet
and also,
stuff.
MJLF, he's in our
Yeah,
comments
no,
all the
yeah.
time, and also somebody named Poke. So thank you. And Poke's been bugging me about the fucking best of. So enjoy. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I've been Big Budge. You can find me at twitch.tv/Big Budge. Whoa!
It was a wild day.
What was that for?
Have you guys seen the latest
Well,
podcast?
it wasn't for. Well, it wasn't for any. You weren't even here. No, he was laying down and he was trying to. He's like, yeah, that clapping, and he was like doing this. I was like, why are you slapping your ass?
Have you guys watched? You haven't seen the latest podcast, right? Have you
No.
watched it at all?
No, because I just saw you finish rendering it.
All right, yeah, no. There's a little Easter egg in there that one.
I really got to take a fat piss. Like I was holding a piss. I drank that whole bottle of water, and I'm brewing a piss.
You like and subscribe.
Like a Brandon size piss. Like and subscribe.
I'm ruined.
Like and subscribe.
All right.